Guess what? Guess what? It's August 26th, early in the AM, but it's time for the NFL Survivor Pool Sprapp to get out there. It's one of the most requested Sprapps from me, the Ken's Talk Sprapp man, that Excel guy, solving problems in Excel, and I'm solving the NFL season in Excel, and it's really cool. Okay, you need Excel 2013 or 2010 to really work this thing right. Excel 2007 or 2003 will, 2003 probably not, but 2007 will work with this. This file will be downloadable in the description below. This one's just free. Everyone can use it. Have fun with it. Okay, if you've ever done one of these survivor pools, it's where you pick a team. You pick a team that's going to win every week, and you can't pick the same team. So, like if you pick Arizona to win in week 1, you cannot pick Arizona to win in week 2. It shows up in pink here. It says, no, you can't do that. I'll explain what all that other stuff that just popped up was in a second. But that's the basic theory. You pick all the way, and if you lose a game, you get knocked out, or some people have different rules. I'll build this to adjust to whatever your rules are. I always get a lot of requests to do that, and I will do that this year because this is the main file. It's ready to go. So, okay, this is a schedule essentially. You could say what week. These are pivot slicers here, and this is a pivot table. I'm not going to get into that tutorial, but we're going to just show you how this thing works. Week 1, what are the games? You could pick what games on what days. If you had Monday night free and you had a 6-pack that you could throw down and watch a couple games. There's 2 games on the first Monday night in week 1, and these are the game times, game dates. You can see it's the day. Giants are playing Detroit. San Diego's Arizona. I used to be a Giants fan. I still kind of am kind of a Skins fan now, living outside D.C. You have to become a Skins fan eventually. But say I want the Giants over Detroit maybe. I use last season's stats to kind of come up with who's got more wins, who got more points per game. It's a comparison. So if you go here and you say I want the Giants to win in week 1, you pick the Giants. It shows you they're away at this game. They're playing Detroit. It's the Monday night game. It's at 7:10. They both had the same number of wins last year. That's why this number is 0. The Giants had 6 points less per game, and it looks like they gave up about the same. This is kind of even. So like in the following weeks, you can pick different teams, and these data bars here are conditional upon all the data that's below. So as you kind of fill this stuff in and you pick your teams, you can see where your best picks were, and apparently Cleveland has a bye in week 4. That's why nothing's coming up. If that happens, if nothing comes up, that means the team's got a bye. So you can see, I guess the Saints have a bye in week 6. Well, I didn't hit any buys when I was testing this thing out. I better make sure that's working right before I put this file up for you guys. Okay, so you can see like Green Bay is a really bad pick against Carolina, because you can't even see the number there because it's red. But the number there is what? We need another number that's worse. There we go. You can see it'll get filled in eventually. So this was the worst pick so far, Green Bay against Carolina, because did Carolina really win 4 more games than Green Bay last year? Am I right here? We need to double check this stuff. Raw data. Let's look at the matrix. Apparently last year Carolina was, I got this information from NFL, like the Football Pro Reference guide, Pro Reference Football, great website. I'm going to talk to these guys and give them a copy of this and tell them they have an awesome site, because they do. Carolina was 12-4 last year, and Green Bay, while they made the playoffs, was only 8-7. I sure hope I did this right. 8-7-1. So I guess that is good. Anyway, so you can browse through and see all the different weeks and all the different days, and you can look at one team's full schedule if you wanted to. You could say, all right, I'm a Skins fan, so I just click Washington, and I get their whole schedule right here. All of their home games anyway. You got to clear out home and away to get their whole schedule. So the basically, this is how you can browse through stuff and look, but I really like this edition this year to show you the differences in wins between the two teams last year. This is all 2013 information. How relevant that is to this year, let that be your judgment, not mine. I mean, it's last year, so it's not this year. But throughout the season, this season, I'm going to be updating a master file and a more detailed file with different statistics. that goes game by game and does a very similar type of comparison for picking games as the season goes along and using the previous games from the current season as a determinant of that information. So that's something that I'll have up on my site, and I'll probably be if you want that, I'll probably be selling that out to people who want it and doing it ad hoc. So you can get my information, ken@kenstalk.com. Or give me a call at 703-662-3271. You can do that too. So anyway, when this thing gets finished, you can't pick two teams. I hadn't picked New Orleans yet. You can use this little arrow over here, or you can, I guess the Pats have a bye in week 10. I already picked Dallas, so I can't pick them again. I haven't picked Atlanta yet. A lot of teams in this league. Minnesota. I picked the Giants. I did at the very beginning. Chargers, maybe. Just to take a look and see what it looks like all the way through, because I think looking over to the right and all the comparisons, you get to see really where your worst picks were and your best picks were according to last season, of course. But and I picked Detroit, have I? If you wanted to weight your better picks at the beginning of the season, then you could see something like this right here and say, all right, well, the Giants are not a great pick against Detroit on Monday night, maybe because they haven't scored as much. And although it's kind of a wash. This game's a toss-up according to last year's stats, so it's not a great one to choose in a survivor pool where you could get knocked out in week one if you don't do it right. So now the thing is you can't just look down here and say, all right, well, what's the best one here? This is a really good one, Miami over Jacksonville. During this week, because they won more games, they had more points, they gave up 7 fewer points. Miami did than Jacksonville. Well, you can't just go up here and choose Miami, because Miami's not going to be playing Jacksonville in week 1. They're going to be playing somebody else, and it's now your double. So they're playing the Pats, and it's a bad pick to choose Miami in week 1. So really, if you're really bored, you could just sit here and go through every single one of these. Or I could code them into the pivot so you could see them off to the right in here and then make your judgment that way. It would actually give you the choice of the best pick supposedly of the week. And then you could build your thing that way. So it's really cool. I can't find a good pick in week 1 here. Come on, who's good? Dallas is bad against San Francisco. My goodness. You can see it tells you whether or not this team is home. That's what this column is telling you. It's telling you the team that you're picking is home. So I'm having fun with this. I can't find a good winner in week 1. What is this? This is ridiculous. Okay. Well, St. Louis still didn't score as much as Minnesota last year, and this is in St. Louis. They gave up less, had 2 more wins. That's my best pick so far. Well, there you have it. Download below, email me, or give me a call if you have questions, and if you want me to build something special for you, I'll do them on command. Not charge you too much. I mean, we're talking, this thing's free. The thing we do every week, I was thinking would be like $5 a week if you wanted, maybe $50 for the season. And then if you want to build something special for you, it's like $50 or something probably. All right, so Ken Stalks out. Go football.